Is it fair to say that Britt Baker actually bleeds about as much as Ric Flair does at this point?
It's getting close. It has to be getting close, right?
And it's scary that her boyfriend was bleeding on NXT the same week. Did you notice?
I didn't actually get to watch this week's episode of NXT yet, so I did not see it.
She shared a picture on Twitter.
Oh, gotcha. That is kind of funny. They're bleeding together. They're doing everything together. That's love there. I guess. I don't know. The only thing that would make it worse is if she had like that bleach blonde hair like Ric Flair. So when you saw that red all over
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
They made it a shirt. They made this a shirt.
Did they really? I did not see that. They made her
bleeding mouth a shirt. Yes.
Wow. That's yeah, okay.
I'm tempted to actually, when we actually come off this screen, to do that. So
go ahead and pull it up while I introduce the show, because welcome to a brand new episode of AEW Aftershock, your number one podcast talking all things All Elite Wrestling.
Even through the coronavirus.
That's your line.
Got it. I know. I got it. I said, give me a minute.
Okay.
And my line is, I'm Chris Falcon.
And I'm Midnight Sky for some reason that I still haven't figured out yet. But together we are Team
Aftershock.
I still feel silly calling myself a name other than Brant. I don't know why. I just do.
So there we go.
Wow.
Like that's it. It's called Brit Possessed. Role model is at the bottom.
Yeah. There's
it's
your role
literally
model.
Called Britt Baker Possessed. $25 in stock. Wow, almost said in stock trade. ProWrestlingTees.com. But if you'd like to get trade paperbacks, go to InStockTrade.com. Now I'm just messing up all the websites.
That's all right though. That's all good. Yeah, she bleeds a lot. So there you go.
Oh, Brant. Is it bad for me to also feel like being the elite matches I remember more than the actual Dynamite?
Well, it was unusual. So obviously it's going to be more memorable, right? It's like what I loved about those, and they are on the agenda, so we can talk about those. But what I loved about those is there's some random dude standing outside the fence just kind of watching.
He's the next door neighbor, just like, oh, this looks interesting. Why not?
And then like halfway through, he's just like, oh, I'm done. Walks away. It was kind of funny. It was interesting. Do they all live in this compound together? Is that like the actual thing?
I don't know, but I know that Brendan Cutler's close to where they are.
He has to be like he might be.
He is
in the compound.
Right? They're friends, like they're close friends.
Yeah.
But as far as
Avalon, I doubt he actually. Go ahead.
No, you say it. Say it. You're saying what I was going to say. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as far as Avalon, I think he probably doesn't live 3 hours away, but he probably doesn't live with them.
No, I think SCU also is about a good little drive away.
Yeah.
So
I know they're all, in that area though.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So they're all close. So this is like the California matches since they can't be in Georgia.
Yeah. It was interesting that I think we were eventually going to get that Avalon Cutler team up anyway.
Not team up. I think eventually we're going to get that one-on-one to
of course.
Break their tie.
Yeah, but I figured, on Dark, at least it would end up being a team-up thing, and then they would break up and fight each other, and now we're going to get that, but maybe we just get it on being the Elite.
I don't want to see – I want Brendan Cutler to win. I mean, I'm tired of him losing, and it's like it's not even funny at this point anymore. It's just like – I mean, for BTE, it's funny because it's like, oh, we're both losers. But when it gets back to the actual, like, Dynamite Dark, I would like Brendan Cutler to get a win. I'm not saying I don't want Peter Avalon to get a win too. I mean, that's up to him to do, but I would like Brendan Cutler to start getting a couple of wins. I mean, every time he comes out now, it's like you already know he's going to lose, and it's like I don't like that feeling. I want him to win.
It's a running gag at this point. I think it's just Brandon's
going
to lose.
Anymore. I like Brendan Cutler. I like him as a wrestler. He's got talent. Have you seen him wrestle?
No, I haven't seen him wrestle. No.
Did you? Let me ask you this: did you watch Being the Elite this week? The part 1.
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Then you'll understand more about Brendan Cutler when you watch that.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what I really mean more. If you've seen that match, you'll understand how I feel.
I think he's been improving every single week. I think he's gotten better and better. So, no, I think he's good. And, he deserves to win. I just think it's that kind of joke. And it's that storyline between him and Avalon now.
Definitely.
So hopefully he'll be the one to win. Otherwise, it's like, oh, he's got to do something. Right?
Exactly.
He's going to have to make a change. Yeah. Speaking of being the elite, I like that we got two little cameos from Impact days on there.
Mm-hmm.
We got Tracy off camera, Tracy Brooks. That's Frankie Kazarian's wife or girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. And then we got I cannot remember
the one
what
with
her name is.
Right? What was that?
Yeah. Taya Valkyrie. I think she's currently in Impact. Mm-hmm. And she's also married to WWE's John Morrison.
Why was Luchasaurus looking for John Morrison then?
I don't know. Maybe they go back. I don't know.
Maybe.
That was interesting. I was like, oh, she's at Morrison's house. He's at Morrison's house. What the heck? Obviously, they couldn't show Morrison on camera.
Obviously.
That'd be a big no-no. But I love the way she put it. What was it? She said that you're impactful, entertaining friends. So Impact and WWE entertaining, That was kind of funny.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
All right, so this was a light week. So why don't we wrap into? Yeah,
we're just gonna wrap it up now.
I was gonna say wrap Dark and Dynamite together, but then I'm like, nah, let's keep them apart.
Where'd all my banners go? I picked the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I did. There we go. AEW Dark. Only 3 matches on this episode of Dark, and it was only like 24 minutes long instead of the usual hour. Yeah. So we had QT Marshall versus Lee Johnson. We had Wardlow versus Ryan Piles, and we had Kip Sabian versus Tony Donati. So if you don't know any of those names, those are the guys that lost the matches.
Basically, and everybody we know won. But I will say Wardlow didn't even get his pants off. He just took his shirt off, just smacked the guy around a little bit. Yeah.
Which was good. I like that. It's like I can't even be bothered to undress for this. It's just like, yeah, that was good. That what did they call it? The F10, kind of making fun of Brock Lesnar's F5.
I watched that and I was like, whoa, I don't even think that guy landed right. To be honest, he didn't look like he landed right at all.
Yeah. He just kind of landed in the heap. Yeah, it was not good for that guy.
The only bad part of that match was MJF was there too. Wardlow needs to strike out in his own. I'm sorry. At this point, nobody should be walking around with MJF.
We got to see QT.
We did.
We got to see QT win. Yeah. And we got to see Cody talk about his hair transplant surgery again.
Don't remember that now.
You don't remember that? Wow. He keeps talking about it. He's brought it up like 2 or 3 times now, how he had the same hair transplant surgery that the football player Brian Urlacher had.
I didn't even know he was balding.
QT Marshall?
Not QT. I thought you said Cody.
No, Cody was the one that said it about QT.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Cody was out. I'm like, wait a minute. When did Cody get fake hair?
No, he's talking about QT. He's like, it's coming. He literally said, it's coming in real good there in the front. Not so much in the back. So it's like,
I was about to say, I don't remember this segment at all about Cody getting hair transplant.
Yeah, no, he keeps saying it about QT. He's just like, he had the surgery like 6 months ago, and it's starting to come in now.
In the front?
Yeah, in the front, not so much in the back.
I wonder how painful the surgery is.
I have no idea, but if it doesn't fill the part that's missing, then what's the point?
There's no point to it, yeah.
Shoot. I guess it makes QT feel better because from the front, he looks like he has fuller hair. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was funny.
In a dark thing. So yeah, that's dark.
He mentioned it on Dynamite a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes, he did. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
that's why I was saying, why are you talking about Cody getting hair transplant? He got good hair. Shoot, the kid dyes it blonde.
Yeah. I know, right? Just to be more like his brother and father, I guess. I don't know.
I like him with brown hair. I don't know why he has to dye it blonde.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It was like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that's different. Yeah.
I mean, blonde highlights were a big thing in the early 2000s, but it's like, that's blonde.
Yeah, that's not highlights. That's a full dye job. It's like, I think it's really just kind of pay tribute to his dad a little bit.
Which is perfect. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be against that at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to Dynamite. Not a lot going on in Dynamite either. Obviously, things are still a little weird. We had an opening with Jake the Snake Roberts talking about Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Archer defeated Alan Angles, so another jobber. Mm-hmm. Hikaru Shida defeated Britt Baker. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Best friend's name on the line as the best friends took on Kenny Omega and Nakazawa.
You had to know who won that when it was that kind of a match.
Right. Brody Lee segment. Again, Matt Hardy makes a challenge to Chris Jericho. And Cody defeats Shawn Spears in the first match of the tournament to determine the TNT champion. So let's talk about this stuff.
You want to just go into the main Britt Baker Hikaru Shida thing real quick?
Yeah. Let's talk about that. That was a match, man.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Finally, Britt Baker had a good opponent. It was toe for toe, and then even though she lost, she bloodied up and bloodied everything else up too.
Yeah, let me say that tells you how good Hikaru Shida is. That made Britt Baker look that good.
Well, maybe Britt Baker was always that good. It's just she didn't have good opponents to prove how good she was.
That's quite possible too. Both of them put on a great show. It was a really good match, back and forth. I didn't know who was going to win, and that's always the best matches when you really don't know.
Right? I thought either one had a good chance of winning, and when Britt Baker lost, I was like, wow. But it was strong. It was a strong loss. It was a strong win and a strong loss.
And when she got busted open, like she was just standing there for a minute, just looking down. It's like, oh man, is she okay? And then she turns around and she's just like covered in blood, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Don't make me bring the shirt up again.
yeah, that's not. But no, it was worse than that shirt show, though. I mean, it was like all over the place. She was just, and she had that wicked smile through it. It was like, okay, this is right. Cool. I was surprised, like they let it go on, being on. I guess because it's not network television, it's cable TV. But still, it was.
Well, I mean, if you remember WCW, very much reminiscent of there were matches that were bloody.
Yeah, I do love that before she put her hands or tried to put her hands in Hikaru's mouth, that she put the glove on. That was a nice touch. That was a nice touch. But no, man, these two, I want to see these two fight again. That was a really good match.
I hope we get to see them fight again. Yes, that was a highlight of the night for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Lance Archer, I really don't feel like there's much to say except, hey, look, Lance Archer is still beating up nobodies.
Yeah, I don't care.
No. I'm sorry. He beat up my boy Marco, though. I'm upset that I'm still angry he beat up Marco because he's not a nobody and he doesn't deserve that stuff.
I need to see him against somebody of his caliber to see what he's actually capable of. Because right now,
Lance Archer versus Wardlow.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put these two big monsters in together. Yeah, do it. Or versus Luchasaurus. Or somebody.
You can't. Luchasaurus is looking for his tail.
Okay, I'm sorry. He's also somewhere in. If you put him in there with Billy Gunn, put him in there with Billy Gunn.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's there.
Even though Billy Gunn is fighting this week on Dynamite, and I don't remember against who now.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Cool. I didn't look up the preview matches, so I'm not sure who's fighting this week except for Mox and Hager.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get to that too. But yeah, just put him in there as somebody so we can see what he's actually capable of. Because right now it's just like, whatever. I don't see the threat, you know?
Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find out who he's fighting because it was
important. No, it's fine. Yeah.
I remember saying, oh, Shawn Spears.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. I like that. They're around the same size. Yeah, that'd be a good test for both of them. Let's talk about this Brody Lee segment. Get it out of the way. I'm so sick of these segments now. This one was just like, you're not wearing a suit and tie. Do you not care about yourself? Do you not care about me? Go away. It was just like, okay, these are just getting lamer and lamer as the weeks go on.
I mean, it was lame at the very beginning when the Dark Order started. Then Brody Lee showed up, and it was like, oh, this is awesome. And now it's going right down lame lane again, and it's not working. I understand. Again, coronavirus, very bad. it's impacting everyone. It's impacting the comic universe. Obviously, it's impacting the wrestling universe. At this point, if this is your best segment, hold it off until Dynamite can be back on tour, because this is just not really. I love Brody Lee. I've watched some of his independent stuff. He was actually on one of the highlights from the Ring of Honor YouTube channel. I got to watch that against Tyler Black, against somebody else. It was a 3-way. Whoa. Yeah. But still.
No, he's a good wrestler. That's not the problem. It's these segments that, like you said, they're just not working. No. And I think it would even be better if you just leave those segments alone and just go to the ring and have his masked guys keep losing and him beating the crap out of them. That would be better. Yeah. That'd be better than this. This is not. It's not doing it for me, at least.
Definitely. Another thing, can we get out of the way? Mike Nakazawa and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, that's where I was going next to. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was telltale that Nakazawa was going to get covered.
Well, of course, you're not going to have Kenny Omega get covered in that match, right?
No.
So,
and you knew the best friends weren't going to change their name unless they wanted to.
Let's talk about Orange Cassidy just hanging out in their trailer bathroom now. And even after he just comes out, he's like, okay, go back in there. So, what is he doing in there?
What is he doing anywhere? Let's be fair.
Freshly squeezed. Anyway, moving on. Best friends. So they
freshly peed is more like it at this point.
Anyway. So yeah, Nakazawa, of course, is going to lose the match. Mm-hmm. And best friends get to keep their name. Big surprise. Yeah. Okay. But it was good. It was a decent match, right?
Oh, it was decent. It was good.
Driver. Yeah.
Exactly what she said.
Jake Roberts, always when he talks, is really good. So that was good. I just wish he had.
I hope he finds a way to clear up that rasp. I don't understand what he has. Maybe it's something in his throat that makes him raspy. But I feel like
he's a lifelong smoker too.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's true. You just answered my. It's hard. I feel like he's struggling to talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's always talked like that though. Like
maybe it's just old age mixed with his voice.
Right. Yeah, and the smoking.
and the smoking.
So that just leaves our main event, right? We talked about everything else, I think. We didn't mention that Chris Jericho was on commentary, which was a little weird. There was one other thing.
Really? I like Chris Jericho on commentary because he even though he was Jericho, he was still impartial in certain places.
Oh, yeah. No. And his commentating was fine. It was good. What was weird to me, which is the thing that I forgot about, was after Hardy made his challenge, right? So Matt Hardy makes his challenge for Chris Jericho to come to the Hardy compound and fight him, right? So after that, they cut back to the announcing team, and Jericho says nothing. Nothing about it. No reference.
I think
nothing
that was edited in.
Yeah.
Because remember, everything's pre-recorded. I think everything was edited in. So Jericho, probably for him, it was just like the match happened. Now they're going to the next match, which is bad on the editor's part, not on Jericho's part. But it was very bad that, like literally went right back to Jericho, and he said nothing.
Yeah, that was my only problem with it. It was like, that needed to be referenced. he needed to address that, or at least just kind of say, I'll talk about that next week. Something.
Or even say that segment was recorded hours later or something like that.
Right. Something. So, but it's fine. It was a little flub. All these shows are making flubs right now because, it's hard. It's hard. It is hard.
I think they only have another 2 shows recorded. And then if the lockdown is still in place, we're going to be seeing reruns of Dynamite until things get back on track.
Yeah, or they'll do what WWE's been doing and show matches from the pay-per-views and stuff like that, which would be good.
It would be good, but it's still reruns. It's nothing new.
True. Yeah. All right, so main event, first match of the TNT Championship Tournament, Cody versus Shawn Spears.
I saw that win coming a million miles away.
Of course, they're setting it up for Lance Archer versus Cody as the final of the tournament. That's the only way it could go, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be Cody and Lance Archer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, but it was a good match. I thought it should have been a little bit more personal because everything that happened between them. I do like when they started off the match, Cody rubbed the back of his head, kind of signifying, that chair shot. And the chair almost did come into play again, which, that's appropriate and everything. But, Shawn Spears has become more of a comedy character since that moment.
Yeah, weird. I liked him better serious.
I know. When he first came in, it was like he shedded all that Ty Dillinger stuff, Perfect 10, and became this serious threat. And then he just went right back to that humor thing. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I think he went down a notch for that. So
I feel like now that AEW is getting its into traction, we're finding more things that we can start to really.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like at first, it's like, oh, this is this really cool alternative. We love everything, right? And that's like most fans. But as they go on, it's like, okay, this is where they need to work on this, or this is where this is going really well, and that kind of thing.
Going downhill.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully they're noticing that too, and they can start cleaning up once things get back to normal. Right now, it's kind of like you got to work with what you got and who the people that you actually have there. So that's fine, but it also means that Shawn Spears gets a lot more TV time than he was.
And same with Kip Sabian, because Kip's pretty close also, which he's got a match this week as well, I think.
Yeah. So it's the same people over and over for the next, for the foreseeable future. So, but yeah, it was an okay show. Like you said, it was a lot of filler to it. A couple of good matches. That Hikaru Shida Britt Baker match, it was like last week. It was Kenny Omega and Sammy Guevara, right? Or was it Trent last week? Because we covered 2 weeks last week.
Trent last week. Sammy Guevara was the week before.
Yeah, so each episode we're getting one really good, really long
match. You give us one good spotlight, at least it makes the episode worth watching.
Yeah, exactly. And this time it was the women, which was really cool. Which I'm sure that I don't think there's many of the women wrestlers there.
No, I know that. I forgot. Big Swole is not allowed to leave her house because she has a low immune system because of what she has. So she can't. Yeah. Missing it. So everybody I think that can't be there is missing it, and you got a lot of high stars that can't be there right now. So I know for a fact that Ortiz and Santana are in New York.
Yeah,
we're on a deep lockdown, so they are like Santana's been posting a lot while he's been home. So they are here in New York. So they were not anywhere near recording Dynamite, and the Bucks are in California. Brendan Cutler's in California. SCU's in California.
Luchasaurus,
poor man. I want to give him a hug. I
just hope he finds his tail.
If not, I hope he kicks somebody's ass.
I love when he's like walking down the street with the blazer and the shorts and the mask, and people are just looking at him like, yeah. Well, which, depending on where he's at, that's probably not that unusual.
Especially if it's California.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. California or New York, it's probably, you see the stuff like that all the time.
New York, I mean, shoot. Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you see that in Texas, it's like, that dude's on something.
That man needs to be put down. Somebody get the shotgun.
Anyway, so yeah, aside from the Billy Gunn match for next week, we're talking next week now. We know that Mox is defending the world title against Jake Hager this week, in the empty arena, no holds barred match. The TNT tournament continues, of course. I'm not sure which match is going to be this week.
It's Darby Allin's turn.
Okay. Darby Allin and,
I was going to say Lance Archer is going to probably be the week after. I call him Lance Armstrong, by the way. I noticed I did. I know. Lance Archer is in 2 weeks probably, and then the last part will be 2 weeks from that. It will be a week from then, and then that's where all the pre-recorded stuff is done.
Yeah. So Lance Archer probably next week versus Colt Cabana, and then the next week it's Dustin versus crap. I keep forgetting who's Dustin's fighting.
Sabian.
Is it Kip Sabian? Okay, so and Darby Allin is fighting who?
That I don't remember, unless it's Darby versus Kip Sabian.
I think it might be Darby versus Kip Sabian. I gotta look it up now.
Wait, I don't know.
I can't remember. That's sad, isn't it?
Okay. Either way, we're forgetting somebody who's in the tournament.
Here we go. I got it. Dustin Rhodes versus Skip Sabian. You were right. Darby Allin fighting Sammy Guevara. How can we forget Sammy Guevara?
You know what? I didn't even remember that he was near. I didn't even know he could be there. I thought he was in Texas.
No, Sammy's been there the whole time.
Yeah, well, I thought it was pre-recorded also. So he's been sharing pictures at home. So I keep forgetting that it's pre-recorded.
Yeah. So he was there for all the taping.
I forgot.
Yeah. So there we go. Sorry about that, folks. It was
making out with Brandy's picture in that one show.
Yeah, exactly. And he was in the crowd last week, I think.
I think he was holding Jericho's picture.
And how could you forget the singing Jericho's theme song?
Oh God! Please, okay, that's why I probably put it out of my mind on purpose. God.
Oh, that was hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
It was terrible.
Really,
but it was hilarious. So that's it. That's our show. Not, like I said, not much. We actually stretched a little bit.
We did. We went about 10 minutes over how long I thought the show would have been.
I know, right? It wasn't much to talk about, and I don't know who's wrestling on Dark this week. Who knows? It's probably some known people against some jobbers. Who, since you've seen Being the Elite, who wrestled on air?
SCU versus those two random people from.
Because they set that up last week because he didn't rack the weight, so that was a no-no.
And then we had a three-way: Brendan Cutler versus Peter Avalon versus Scorpio Sky. I went too fast.
Oh, Scorpio Sky actually wrestled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Scorpio Sky was actually the referee for the first match as well.
That was the one segment I didn't like, was him getting pulled over. It was clearly Kazarian and Daniels talking to him.
And also,
what's the point of that?
I don't know. Also, there was a Matt Hardy at the very beginning of the show explained what a squash match was.
That's hilarious. That's good.
Perfect. It was so perfect.
That's good. Did he did it from location? I'm assuming.
Yes, he did it from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I know he's not in California.
No, he's at the Hardy compound, and he's got tornado warnings where he lives, so he is. Oh, or he had. We had them. We had there was one in Louisiana, and we had warnings here the other day. It got really touch and go for a minute. Above Florida, Georgia, and I think South Carolina.
Yeah, it's all over the South right now. Yeah. So, but luckily ours didn't last that long, and it cleared up. And now we've got a cold front, and it's like in the 40s.
Yeah, we got a warning for wind yesterday, and now we're on a kind of cold front again.
Yeah. So anyway, that's your weather section of Aftershock here. But that's going to wrap it up for this show. So, let's take it out, Chris.
Let's take it out, Brant.
Yes, I said that's it. You were supposed to cue the graphic. That's your job, man. Cue the graphic.
Oh, excuse me.
There we go. If you like the show, please give it a thumbs up. That's down there, right there, down there. You can also hit that and then hit that notification bell up here so you don't miss any of the content from us here. And then you can check us out at the Awcast on social media. That might have been your line, but I don't care.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. I think we changed it all up. But you can also check out, since it's down there, our sister channel, Comic Frontline, at Comic Frontline.
Yes. And you can find us at theawcast.com right here, to watch us on YouTube right here. And soon we'll be doing an audio format as well.
For your ears.
For your ears over here.
So that's it. Thanks for watching, listening, however you enjoyed this. For Chris Falcon, I'm Midnight Sky, and this has been AEW Aftershock.
Yeah. Night, everybody.
Really?
What? Really? Oh, and don't forget the soar high, yes. You took all my other lines, and I just X'd out the dang thing, and then I realized, wait a minute, I forgot my soar high part.
and aim for the sky.
Aim for the sky, and don't let Brant steal your lines, because it throws off the whole show.
I actually didn't steal them. I just thought I did.
You did steal them. There was a few lines. There was a line of mine.
You didn't even say the part about the sponsor of the show and the email and all that. Just left it all out and blaming me for taking it. We hope we've entertained you.
Don't forget.
Goodbye, everybody. Yes, let's what the heck. Sure, go check out everything else we do at Brent Fowler, at Dark Avenger C86.
So I would.
Now you're just messing with me. Good night, everybody.